the Jamaican cooking journey, I'll be sharing with you how to make some stewed cow tail, local cow tail or local. I know you saw me bought some, I used some, and I did curry. Honestly, I did not get to make a video for that, but that's how life goes. So with the remainder, I'm going to show you now how you can make some stewed cow tails, and that is with the skins on the cow tail. Oxtail is when they skin it, that's right. So this is 6 reasonable slices of my cow tail. I don't mind how it looks. They burned it and all of that, so I cleaned it and everything. I've washed it thoroughly. Okay, so right here I have some herbs, fresh herbs that I chop fine. This is some scallions and celery, half of a small bell pepper. You know I don't do bell peppers a lot, but for anything with beef, I always try to put some. A small onion, finely chopped. You want to have these herbs chopped all fine, and as I go along on the video, I'll tell you why. Introducing to you now my other little condiments. I have salt, of course, and this is about like 2 pounds. So I'm just gonna put this like about a teaspoon of salt for right now. Everything else here is salt-free except my soy sauce. This is my blended spice, and you do you. I might not can tell you what this is, okay? So you do you. I have here some coriander powder, and I'll be putting in just about a half of a teaspoon. Yeah, that would be like a half of a teaspoon. Just showing you how I'll be seasoning stewed cow tail, all local grass-fed. Putting in a little cumin. Be very careful with the cumin, and all these things go in variation with the amount of stuff, the amount of meat where you use, and that is quite so understandable. Little bit of cumin, because this cumin thing here, powerful. Putting in here some cayenne pepper, not a lot either, because cayenne pepper can really do the thing, you know, right there. That's where it's at. And I'm gonna put in some soy sauce. Putting in some soy sauce, and that would be for some coloring. So that has a little salt in there. It has some salt. So now garlic and ginger, and you know quite well how I do that already. I'm gonna finish this, and when we come back, you're gonna see me rubbing all these right in next clip. So for me, I use herbs, and I use like, you know, our dry spices and stuff, and then also I use my scallions and something, and you know that's how it looks. So this is where you want to get what you want to get with all of your other season. Then when you use your oxtail, your soy, your all-purpose and all of that, you put them on and you do what you want to do. Remember I said to you in the prior clip, this is for coloring, because I'm gonna stew it, not brown it. I'm not gonna fry it to get any color. So I've used the moisture from the soy sauce. Can't remember this thing I have a bowl and rate, you know. Yeah, so I've used the moisture from the soy sauce to color it, and also to get those little, my little special, you know, dry condiments them. Yeah, and this look nice already. Not sure, Dad? Yeah. Look at that. So you want to get your thing like this. Nice. Come on, I'm sitting here bone, you know, so just deal with it nice on a nice little level. So I left the broader ones mostly to show you. So, yeah, man. And you can leave it, you know. If you want to leave it for marinate overnight and go on with all them kind of things, you can do it. So you would use your, like, your soy sauce here, and your all-purpose and your oxtail seasonings. Use them. I'm gonna cover it up, and I'm gonna give it 25 to 30 minutes the most, and I'll catch you in the next clip. So it's about that time, and I'm putting in, I have my little oil in there, and I'm putting in my little, these little things, whatever they are. Sometimes I can't remember too much things, family. Me have too much things. This has been the past week has been such a tiring week for me. So see with me, sometimes I can't remember everything. So what you want to do also with this, you want to have them chopped all fine. If you're not in the mode of chopping, you have your chopper, you have your food processor. So use up your food processor food processor and do your thing in your food processor, you know. What all of those? So you don't have to chat, you know. So you see that in there. You want to get it up on a reasonably high heat now, and you want to have them so finely chopped like this, and you're gonna saute them, you know, on a reasonably high heat, as I said. Yeah, for about, I would say about 6 to 7 minutes. You want to get them all cooked until you see, say, you know, they're all gelled in this little oil. And then I'm going to come back. Pay attention and not to let it burn. We don't have any garlic in there though, and there was a little oil at the bottom. So whilst it's in there, you have to pay some attention. Not going to burn if you have a very good pot. That is the bottom of the skillet is thick. Mind you, this is my pressure pot because I'll be pressuring. Okay, so hence I'm using my pressure pot here. So if you're using your skillet, you want to make sure that your skillet is not too thin. So we're going to do this in there and make everything gel out, get them flavors going. How are you going to know when the flavors are out? You smell your house smelling like you're there next to the next street. The next street onto heaven. You know that flavor heaven, not the regular heaven, you know. When you are on the next street or the street before flavor heaven street, that's when you know that's where you are. So I'm going to continue doing this for maybe another 5 minutes, and I'll catch you right then. Okay, you see that? Cooking down so nice and not being burned. Yeah, really good, really beautiful. Now look at this. Right on over here. This is your whole so marinated cocktail pieces in that what I see. You see this? Look at them. That shoot them up on that. Yeah. So you're gonna come and you're gonna lay them down in this nice sauteed herbs that you have there. You're gonna let them stay on one side until like it just gets all of the flavor in it. Nice salt and good up. Make sure at this point your flame is like to the max. And right now you're supposed to know that you're next door to flavor every street. So you let them stay there a little whilst you pay them some really good attention. Next clip. Time for you to start turning them over. You know, then stay and then start get bun up, you know. You see what is happening in the bottom there? Daddy, I show them. The coloring from here has just infused all of them herbs there. When I put down in there. Hey, and this color is not a barky color, you know. Not a real old barky color like that. So you gotta be moving yourself fast. Look at that. Beautiful. So remember saying if I'm more you have, you know, you try to do them according to. Let's get our flame down right now. Now, at this point, you should have hot water. We have this little niceness that is left in here, and we are gonna throw some water, and we are gonna throw enough. I'm pressuring to cover these oxtail pieces. You wanna come right here now, and you wanna move a little piece. Why? Because you wanna get this thing. You see that? To the side. And to the side, you want to get it, you know. You don't want to throw it on the oxtail pieces and then it becomes white. Just a little bit. And we might not want all right here. We might have to use this further down maybe for gravy down. Look at this. I'm pressuring and I don't want to go too much. So I want to get this down. You see that nice pretty color of what you have here. Get the flame back up to high. And then as it's, you're going to put your pressure cover on. If you're not pressuring, you want to leave it at that, turn it down. You're going to slow cook it, you turn it down, and as soon as it starts drying out, you want to move over the pieces and add a little more liquid hot water until it adds that nice soft juicy texture, you know, the skin soft and jelly but not, you know, breaking off, and your oxtail cooked. So maybe I'll catch on in the next clip because maybe I'm just going to be able to chew a little more. So when it's all pressured, I'll come back and show you how your gravy down this thing here. Next clip. Okay, now fam, look at the color of my cocktails. But let me show you this first. You want to have it cooked like this. Let me show you. You see that? That it's cooked? Yeah, let me show you another piece. You see how the fork is going down, and then also here the fork is going through the skins. So at this point you don't want to have it too cooked, that when you take up a piece like this, you see the skin falling off. You see the bone, you see the meat aqua from the bone. You don't want to have it too cooked, that when you leave it like this, you see it falling off. Hence you're going to be in problems, because at this point we are going to be doing some graving down. It is oxtails, of course, and it calls for gravy. If no other meat no need gravy, cow foot, cow head, oxtails especially, it needs gravy, and a pretty good side of gravy too. So I have here some canned. I'm gonna drain some of the water. So they say butter beans, but to me, I don't like that. So yeah, butter bean, something that will look better than this. So I'm gonna drain most of it, and I'm gonna add it now to my oxtails. Gonna get my flame up. Taste for yourself, perfection, me no mind and all of that. We're gonna get our beans in. Gonna get a little butter in, of course, very real butter, and we're gonna leave it on and like a medium heat to get this all gelled in. You could add right here some carrots. You can add where you want, but we are gonna gravy it down because we want it to cook down. You see that pretty color. And let me tell you, somebody's gonna say, I would love to see the curry version. Let me tell you about the curry version. How you do it? I did it, and I did not record it. So let me tell you, if you had watched the video, or if you watch this video to the T, at that interval where you see me had that soy sauce, you had your curry powder or your curry paste right there, and it's curry, just as easy as that. So we're gonna leave it to gravy down for about on a low, about for 10 minutes. You see, say oxtail though, you see that? Yeah, with the tails, with the skin on. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna get some butter in, gonna give it a good gravy down, and when we come back, I'm gonna be presenting it to you. So family, at this point you can see that we are gravying down quite successfully. And of course, if you're not a ketchup police, you know, you can add some ketchup right here, some tomato paste, or what you want to add, okay? This is the oxtail gravy you want to have. Look at this. This is how you acquire this gravy. You have to saute your herbs. You see this? Chop them fine, and as you go along, it aids, as you start to gravy down, it aids in the thickening with your beans of your gravy.